everybody. Welcome back to The Tipsy Ghost. We're your tipsy hosts, Sarah, and Lindsay.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You
Okay.
kind of like you shook your head no. And so I thought we messed up. Sorry.
Sometimes you ever have that feeling like when you go to swallow, but you're like, oh, I can't swallow anymore. You think
Oh, I do that all the time.
something's wrong.
I think it's only anxious people, though, because I can guarantee Lindsay's never had this problem.
Yes, I've never had anxiety.
Yet I knew exactly what you meant. Like, that's it. I've had a stroke. I'm going to
Yes.
die. I
Yeah.
can't
So I
swallow. Now I can't breathe.
That's what happened. I went to swallow and it wouldn't go down, so I had to shake my head.
Okay. I thought you were shaking your head no at her intro, and I was like, she didn't
No.
mess up.
You did a great job.
Thank you. I also knew exactly what you meant. I've
I-
been there before.
It is one of those weird things, though. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that somebody
Oh, I knew exactly.
knows what I'm talking
Oh
about.
Mine
my
always
gosh.
progresses into, oh, well, not going to be able to breathe.
This is it.
This is
how
it.
it
This
goes
is how I
down.
die.
I just choke on my spit and do things like that. That's how I'm going to die.
Oh, easy peasy.
We did a return investigation.
Returnstigation.
Yeah, what she said.
We went to Wyeth Tootle in St. Joe.
You know
Mo.
that's where Eminence from?
I have heard that. Fun fact.
Okay. Thought I'd seal that deal.
A wise woman once told me.
Wise woman. So we're not going to go over the entire history of Wyeth Tootle because we did that already on episode 109. So make sure you check that episode out so you get the whole history and hear about our first investigation there and the evidence we caught there. So just to give you a little bit of a background, like I said, it's in St. Joe, and it was built in 1879 by William and Eliza Wyeth. Say that again.
That is a mouthful.
I know, because I thought it was going to be Elizabeth and it's Eliza. It was built in...
Eliza.
Waiting for it.
I think you did that the first time, too.
You both
I
did.
really hope I did.
That was when my hatred for Hamilton started.
Are you going to go see it when they come to Kansas City? You want to go?
I'll consider it.
I'll go.
We're going.
Okay, great.
She means she and Evan are going.
Yeah, me and Evan are going. He bought
Oh,
me tickets.
Yes, I'll go with you.
Sorry. He bought me tickets.
That's fine.
I knew you would not want to go.
And here I am wanting to go.
You talk about how much you hate it all the time to me and
But-
Sarah.
Maybe you'll grow to love it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Maybe.
Eliza.
All right, so it was built in 1879 by William and Eliza Wyeth. It is a 43-room mansion, and it's designed to look like the castles along the Rhine River in Germany.
Ooh. Wait, what? I'm going to have to go check it out. Come back with some facts.
They owned it for about 8 years before it was sold to Kate Tootle, hence why it is called Wyeth Tootle. It is now part of the Historical Society, so you can go and check it out. It is beautiful,
I
and we
don't
love it.
remember 42 rooms, but they
I
say
think
it's
they've
true.
made them bigger. Like knocked down some
Oh, okay.
walls.
Okay.
One room used to be 5 rooms.
Got it.
Yeah.
This is the place where some of the previous owners love to do big game hunting, so there's lots of animals that are stuffed here.
Mm-hmm. Including a bear.
And a lion, but
Oh
not a
my.
tiger.
We just stop there.
Just stop there.
And some river monsters.
Some river monsters. There's some ducks.
Yeah.
There's lots of animals there. There's a horse, but it's not a stuffed horse. It's like a
Of course.
A beaver den?
beaver dam. Yep.
Den. Which is also my hideout.
That's why I had to bring it up.
So we decided to return, and this is another group investigation. But it was a pretty small investigation, I feel like.
Yeah, and very chill.
We got to do it on our own right from the beginning, which we love.
I wanted to give a quick shout out to the Boo Crew Mo. There was a lot of them there. I'm not really clear if they were hosting the entire evening or not. I think they were, though.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Well, we met several of them, and they were very kind. So thank you for coming up and talking to us.
So we are going to start with the basement, which is
A basement.
actually
The bottom. Yeah.
a very small basement for how big
Yeah.
this place is.
The
well,
footprint.
but there was a part that we couldn't get into.
That's true. There is a door that's locked. It kind of separates the basement into two. And that door is interesting because the first time we were there, another group said that they were hearing knocking coming from the other side of the door.
Which turns out the same thing kind of happened to us. So back to the groups breaking off. We were able to pretty much spend the whole night doing our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we never had to go off into bigger group investigations. So every time we talk about these different locations, it was just us for the most part.
That said, you can occasionally hear like people talking in the
yeah.
other room, other floors. So
Yes.
it's still public, but it's like half private.
Yeah. So as soon as we walked downstairs, we hear some crazy tapping going on.
From that door.
Yeah.
And it was literally right as we walked down the stairs, so none of our recorders were going. We weren't set up, so I kind of whipped out my phone and tried to record it a little bit. I mean, we'll post it on Insta and our social medias, but the quality, I'm telling you guys, is not going to be great.
Can you hear the tapping though at all?
You can hear the tapping,
okay.
Yes. So we got that. And then we kind of each went into 3 separate rooms.
I have a recorder from that going. I must have started it pretty quickly.
You must have started it right away then.
Yeah, so I started my recorder and I said, oh, I can hear the tapping going, and we're all like into this tapping, and then this man sneezes so damn loud.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And made my ears bleed twice upstairs. So I just think that is how loud it was. He was up like 2 floors.
It was a very loud sneeze.
So yeah, it's just really rhythmic.
Yeah.
But not in a consistent pattern, but just like over and over and over again is what we heard in the beginning.
Right.
And so as far as the tapping goes, we have a recording later on in the evening. Lindsay put a recorder in the basement near that door because we had the tapping. And
we were not down there.
Nobody was down there. And so, maybe like 5 minutes into the recording, I start hearing this like occasional tapping. And I hear it throughout like, I don't know, 35 minutes of the recording. And there's people right upstairs. So I hear entire conversations upstairs. And I'm like, well, maybe it's them on the floor. But then 39 minutes into it, the tapping got like so loud and forceful and like just over and over and over and over again. I usually don't add tapping into the episodes anymore, but I think I'll probably add this.
Yeah.
It was just so bizarre. It goes from just an occasional one tap to just like this angry tapping.
Yeah. It almost sounds like the door. Somebody's tapping on the door.
Let me out.
And I was going to say, normally when we hear tapping, like, it's a tap here. It's a tap there.
Right.
Maybe a tippity tap.
Tippity tap.
But not like
Tap, 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 tap.
repeated tapping.
I like that angry tap.
And we were down in the basement for probably like 20-25 minutes after that, and it didn't do it again.
Right. We did split up pretty quickly after that. I'm very proud of us. We're getting very brave and going off and doing our own little sections.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but we were very serious about our investigating this time. I must say, the entire time we were extremely good investigators. Pat on the back for all of us. Go us.
And we had our favorite new gadget out in the basement.
Ghost lights.
Christmas lights.
Ghost lights.
Every time I called them Christmas lights, I got reprimanded.
They're not Christmas
And by
lights.
the end, I think I have a recording where Sarah goes, I swear to God, if you say Christmas lights one more time.
Because it was making her so mad.
So we had those it's a very small hallway in the basement. So literally it was just down the hallway.
Yeah. And they went in. So I was sitting in the back room, which I refer to as the bongo room. There are bongos in there.
It's a good name.
Thank you. And I was sitting in there in the chair. And there was just kind of like a lull or hum behind me the whole time. So I couldn't really hear a ton of things. Or if I did, I was calling them out. I couldn't hear it actually on the recorder. But at one point, I did see the lights in front of me physically move, where it looked like somebody maybe tripped on them or pulled them. And again, I can only see the lights in the doorway in front of me, so there's not a whole lot there. So I just like nonchalantly thought, oh, somebody must have tripped on the lights or moved. But
You thought Lindsay tripped.
yeah, because you were in the hallway. And she
Lindsay,
was
is
in the
that
room.
you?
You were right next to him.
Yes,
So
I was.
figured,
And I had not moved. I had not shifted.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were straightening him out or something. That's what it looked like.
I did not touch them.
So that was interesting. I've never seen him move like that, and they flickered a tiny bit, but that's pretty much what I saw there. I heard a behind me, but I didn't catch it on recorder. And I think the best part of the basement was our concert
The bongos.
that we put on.
For Lindsay.
And if you guys would like us to, we can upload that for you. Yeah.
It was a very musical night at Wyeth Tootle for us.
We like to include song whenever we can.
Yes, of course we do. I chimed in as the cowbell because I was told that the song needed cowbell.
I loved it so much.
But we had no cowbell, so I made the noise with my mouth.
You were the cowbell.
It was like I was the cowbell.
And I was Will Ferrell from Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
We need more.
We need more cowbell.
I was having a good time.
My recorder was in a room that had like a air conditioning something going.
Yeah.
Fan. So
Probably
I
heat.
didn't. Probably heat.
Yeah.
So I didn't catch a lot.
Snowing out.
It was.
AC.
It was probably air conditioning.
Makes sense.
So I didn't catch a lot of things. I could hear Sarah calling out things that she was hearing though in the room with you.
Did you have your recorder going?
I did. And so I got something kind of weird. I won't be able to isolate it. I know that's annoying when I say that. But it's the faintest EVP whisper that is underneath, talking upstairs, further underneath the Lindsay's AC in the background. And so, but I let Sarah and Lindsay listen to it before, and it's this kind of drawn out sentence that they think it sounds like hissing, but I think it sounds like, Lindsay, welcome to hell.
Because it draws out the Lindsay.
Yes.
Which I called out on the recorder that I heard a hissing noise.
Yeah, about 4 seconds after that, you called out the hissing.
And that's...
You had ghost ears.
Oh my God.
Oh
Welcome
my
to
gosh.
the club.
I had
growing.
ghost ears. And that's all I can really make out of the EVP is like the hissing, the S sound.
I liked that one though.
Boydston thinks that it's saying my name and welcoming me to hell.
Which was right before the bongo concert, so...
Maybe they knew what was going to happen.
That was your hell.
You're like, Lindsay, get ready.
Welcome to your personal hell.
Bongos.
People with no rhythm.
One person with no rhythm. And you're welcome.
I don't think I had much rhythm going on.
Guys,
Based on the recording I heard.
neither one of you really did.
I was just,
You were both doing your
Freeballing
own
it out there.
bongos.
free balling the bongos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move along.
First floor. This was actually the first place we went.
Well, you have to. That's where you walk in the door.
Well, no, like to investigate.
Oh.
We were with the bear and the piano.
Captain Obvious.
There is a lot of, but there's a lot of footage of me running.
Trying to get the lights to go off.
Yep.
Trying to debunk the Christmas lights.
All you hear is boom, 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 boom.
Oh, on recorder?
Yes. Did you guys not have it?
No.
So my recorder was in the front room, like literally right as you walk through the door to the left. I put mine on the mantle, and we were
so
across
bad.
the hall in the bear room. Or
Here comes Lindsay.
I forgot I did it. So the first time it happened, I was like, what in the world?
my recorder was in that front room on the mantle, and I didn't get anything in there. Somebody's REM pod I could hear going off, and I don't know if it was ours. And then there was a lot of people walking around, but now that I know it was Lindsay running, it may have been Lindsay running around.
Part of it was me running.
I'm
There
just
were
kidding.
people walking.
Yes, there was actually lots of people. I could hear them in the room because the floor squeaks. And it took a while for people to get settled. And this was just at the very beginning of the night. So,
I think they were doing a tour too for the
Yeah.
people who hadn't been here before. So they were probably going up and down stairs.
oh my God, they were touring and we were running.
Classic. They're probably also doing an EVP session and we do the bongos.
Like, what is that rhythmic?
Oops.
Because
I
it's
messed up
hilarious.
somebody's EVP session. They're going to be like, I think
There's
I hear
some bizarre
bongos.
ghost bongos.
Oh, shit.
So basically, I was not testing the ghost lights, but I was trying to get them to run with me and light it up with
You
me.
were racing them and they lost.
They did lose.
I told.
Gosh, are we those people now at
Apparently.
investigation?
I think we might be. The people that we used to complain about.
After I just said I'm so proud of us for being professional.
Where were you?
Hearing
Bongos.
I take it back. I take it all back.
Hearing reflection coming from the tower.
I take it back. Never mind.
I am so sorry, Boo Crew.
I-
Mo.
We
I'm
can
sorry.
never host our own investigation.
This is how we are when we get together, though.
I know.
We are trying to get the spirits to interact with us. And a lot of times, we say it all the time.
When we start laughing or having fun or ignoring them.
Yep. That's when they show up. And so that's what we try to do. I try to get them to run with me.
They did not.
They did not. They did not take the bait.
At you.
They're like, look at this girl.
I just can't
You can tell she doesn't work out, huh? Because you can also hear my breathing as I get closer. Not only is it like boom, 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 it's like... so
all 36 feet?
Yes. It's a long distance. I'm not equipped for long distance running.
Those are sprints. Short distance.
Didn't feel like it.
Well, I didn't run at all. I sat there on the ground.
Yes.
Same.
You both did.
I had a great time sitting on the ground. And me being the way I am, I was all paranoid listening. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm paranoid about listening to recorders that have been left in rooms now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to hate us.
They're going to talk shit on us again.
Yes.
Yep.
But nobody did. Praise be. So thank you for not talking shit on us.
At least waiting until we left.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Doing it in your cars.
That's fine.
Like decent people.
Yes.
You want to move to the second floor?
Let's do.
I will say, so there's 3 floors, and people report feeling watched on the stairs.
There's 4 floors, right?
I wasn't counting the basement.
Oh, okay. 3
4.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you. 3 floors, not including the basement.
I was talking, because people report feeling watched on the stairs. So I was thinking like that big staircase. We didn't spend a lot of time on the staircase, though.
I did.
Oh, you did? That's right.
Spent time on the landing.
That's right. Okay. We'll come to that. So
Okay.
second floor.
So we did spend some time there. And what I'm referring to is the architect room. We did Phasmabox. We did it without headphones, so I could hear it on the entire recording. At one point it says, let's go to the basement. Which now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I realized you had set a recorder down there. Around 3 minutes in, we ask it to make a noise, and then there's a tap next to us that you can hear pretty clearly. The questions, we're going to need to work on these. Because I say, is this the show me state? That is a stupid question. I don't know why. But then I got a yes. And Boydston said, is this the sunflower state? No response.
Because they're like, obviously not.
It's the show me state.
I already said yes.
And we say, what do you see? The response is a camera. A REM pod goes off. We say, tell me your name. And we hear Sarah. Boydston, you say out loud that you hear something, but you didn't say what it was. And then others come from different groups and join us. And we all start discussing our love for ghost lights, where we bought them, etc. They're just a hit everywhere.
People like them.
At this point, Lindsay hears footsteps running upstairs, which I did not capture. And the recording ends with me singing again, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Why were you the problem?
I was probably off talking to people in the hallway, I think, because I couldn't hear myself for a long time on the recorder. And I was like, I know myself better than that. I wasn't quiet. I was probably out in the hallway.
I do remember Boydston and I got left behind.
No comment.
You and Boydston together got left behind by me.
Me and Sarah got left behind later by Boydston.
Oh, that's not how it happened.
Oh, gosh.
We will get to that. So I did also spend, and we'll get to the reasons why in a minute. I spent some time alone in the little window area between the 2 bedrooms.
It's like a little closet, kind of. It reminds me of like a pass-through closet.
Yeah.
It's hidden. You got to go in the bedrooms to see it.
It has windows towards the front of the house, so it was like a real emo moment, I feel, for you.
So it's like a room, it's kind of like a pass-through closet where you can't see it from the hallway or the staircase. You have to go inside one of the bedrooms.
Yes.
And go around to see it.
Correct.
A fun spot to hide. I did not get anything on my recording, and I didn't note that I felt any vibes. So do you want to do the landing between the 2nd and 3rd floor?
Sure. I had lots of taps and knocks going on. This was at about 11 o'clock. I kept seeing a flash coming from the 2nd floor. I don't know if there was a group down there, if they were taking pictures or not. I didn't hear them saying anything. I didn't call it out on the recording. I just kept saying I'm hearing or seeing a flash. About 7 minutes in, I ask, is there anyone up there? And I can hear people talking in the background, and then kind of in a deeper, scary voice, I hear something come through. I don't know what it says, though. And then I call out that I feel a cold chill on my left. And then I try to do an experiment here. And I say, if you can find my friend Sarah, tell her the number 3. And if you can find Lindsay, tell her the color blue. I don't know if you were recording at this time.
I was, because this is when we were separated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When they saw a light flash by you. I keep seeing in Lindsay's room, but weren't you in the tower?
I was in the tower, but I had the ghost lights that were going down the stairs.
But I wouldn't have been able to see that from the landing. I must have thought it was you in there. So I saw a light flashing by you in the beaver den. And I saw a shadow of someone going inside of your room.
Okay.
Interesting.
Nobody came in the room while I was there.
Okay. This is all like making a weird story the further we get into like the next group when they come up.
Yes. So does anyone have a recording whenever we were all in the tower initially on the third floor? Okay, let's do that. And then we'll get into
because I just kept my recording going. That's where the reflection song is.
Yeah. Look at you.
So we went up to the tower, the three of us together. So last time we were here, Boydston got to go up in the tower by herself.
It's my Cinderella tower.
It was. And it is a very tiny spiral staircase that leads to like a small landing that the three of us could not all fit on. So we were sitting along the stairs. So we were up there for maybe like 10 minutes together, the three of us. And then that's when we decided to separate. And you went to the landing and you went to the beaver room. And I stayed in the tower by myself.
Okay. Did you get anything in the tower?
I did. I got a very loud banging noise that sounded like someone slamming a door shut.
But it sounded kind of close to you.
It sounded close to me. The door wasn't like shut when I came out. Actually, no, it wasn't. You came and found me.
I came and found you, but I think it was open.
Okay, yeah. That's what I remember too.
So what's interesting is you're up in the tower, so it would have to have been the third floor somewhere.
Yes, it would have.
But Sarah and I don't have any door slamming.
It's very loud.
It sounds very close to you.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know what it is. It was a very loud bang. Sounds like a door slamming to me, but and not like a car door slam. I will say that because I was calling out my recording cars, because there's all these windows there and you can hear them.
Huh.
So that's what I got on there. I had the ghost lights with me. I don't think they lit up at all while we were in the tower.
It's creepy that I wrote down I saw a shadow. I said that on the recorder. I don't remember that part.
That is
probably
creepy.
because things got a little crazy after that. So,
okay, now it's time for a little story.
Here we go.
It gets interesting, but I want to tell my entire side of the story first without any interruptions because I was in the wrong here, and I will admit that.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Okay.
I just think it's entertaining to go through my train of thought.
Okay.
So
it was a very entertaining recording.
It was, and it turns out
you were recording when we found her.
Yeah.
Oh,
so was I.
I would love to have heard that.
I heard the whole conversation.
So it all split off, right?
Yeah.
And I went into the beaver den. We had a time that we were going to meet back up. I think it was 11:20.
It was.
While I'm in the beaver den alone, I get nothing. I even say into the recorder, I'm not getting any vibes. I think it's me, which I think it was me because during that time you saw a shadow in my room and a flash of light, which is weird that I didn't see anything. So then I say into the recorder, it's past time. I'm waiting for them to come find me. And then you hear me get so excited, like Christmas morning, here they come. Making, I could hear your footsteps and you talking. I thought you were coming in to find me. And then I wait about 45 seconds and I say, this is the worst game of hide and seek ever. And then 1 minute after that, I said, they aren't coming to find me. I'm going to go find them. And so then I come out of my beaver den and there's a group up there in the main section of the third floor. They saw me looking and I was like, I'm waiting for my friends. And they told me that they already went downstairs. And so whenever...
Did they act surprised? I'm sorry to interject, but did they act surprised when you came out of the room?
When they saw you.
I don't remember.
And this is important for later for our side of the story.
Yes. They told me yeah, you're the last one up here. And so at that same time, I'm walking down the stairs to go find them. And I hear Sarah and Lindsay laughing. And apparently I chose mischief whenever I woke up in the morning.
You chose chaos.
And so I said in the recorder, what the fuck, man? I'm going to go hide. I'm really insulted.
We were laughing. How dare we?
They were laughing without me.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot.
So I go down to the second floor. I am just still talking about it. I hear laughing again. I was like, this is the story of my life.
What I'm gathering is that we are obnoxiously loud with our laughing.
And I am very insecure.
It's confirmed, though, that we are the people that you can hear laughing. And
you know it's us laughing. You're like,
Yes. So I go to the little window area on the second floor where Lindsay said, You cannot see
It is a hidden room.
in either room. It's a really good hiding spot.
To the point that I forgot it existed, even though we've been to this place.
So I said, I'm going to sit here and figure out how long it takes them to find me. And within 30 seconds, I say I hear people coming up the stairs, and then Lindsay says my name really loud, and then you just walked away. And I didn't respond, which I acknowledge. Here we are.
I was literally calling your name, and you ignored me.
No interjections.
Okay, sorry.
A minute later, I say, they're looking for me. They should have thought about that 10 minutes ago whenever they left without me. And then a few seconds pass, and I say, and I'm on airplane mode, so they can't even call me.
Oh, my God.
So
we realized that.
then I hear laughing upstairs, and I sound like I'm in elementary school. I like mockingly laugh, and I say, ha ha ha, Boydston's lost. Ha ha ha, nobody cares. And then within 10 seconds later, Lindsay comes to prove me wrong. She comes barreling in the second floor and like, Boydston, where are you? And then I hear Sarah calling for me. And then you guys search for me for about 5 more minutes, during which I say, I picked a really good hiding spot.
You sure did.
My God,
And then you guys find me. And so before they get into their side, basically, moral of the story, I hurt my own feelings. And when I heard fun happening without me, and I really apologize for the commotion I caused.
Well, thank you for your apology, because
okay.
we were very worried.
Tell me about your side.
So when the time was up, Sarah and I came down the stairs, and Sarah was kind of at the base of the tower waiting. And so
I was meeting at the meeting spot.
At the meeting time.
At the meeting time.
At the meeting time. So we came out to the 3rd floor lobby area, and there was people up there. And they said, oh, your friend went downstairs.
Yep.
Talking about me.
Straight up. We were
Talking
like,
about Boydston. They're like, you just missed her. And we're like, oh. So we go downstairs, and we go all the way down to the 1st floor. We had to pee. You weren't there. We didn't know where you were. So I was like, well, let's pee, and then we'll find her. We're texting you. Your phone's on airplane mode, so you're not responding to us. We're asking other people, where are you? So then we go back all the way up to the 2nd floor, look around, don't find you, go up to the 3rd floor, and they're like, you must have just missed her. She just went down.
They're like, you had to have passed her on the stairs. Like, I can hear him saying this. You had to have just passed her.
We're like, you already told us she went down.
We're like, we did not pass her. I promise you the stairs are not that big. We would have seen each other on the stairs.
Yes.
And so I decided I'm going to go plant myself in the bench in that 1st level. So she can't go anywhere without me seeing her.
And I went out to the car
She did.
in the snow to look for you, because I was like, maybe she went out to get snacks or something. So I'm going outside. Everybody is looking for you at this point, because I've told them we can't find our friend.
Right. So the leaders of the group are like worried that we've lost you.
Yes.
At this point, they're like, where is your person? Like, they're getting kind of upset. And I'm like, she's fine. I'm sure she's fine. We will find her. I'm like, she couldn't have gotten lost. She's doing something on purpose here.
So I run all the way out to the car. You're not at the car. I run all the way back inside, get Sarah. And that's when we start going room by room, yelling your name.
And we finally found you.
That you did not answer.
Just sitting all fucking nonchalantly in this
hidden room. And we come in, we're like, where have you been? You're just like, hey.
Yeah, I wrote, the group swears that they saw her go past them and downstairs. Now other people are joining the hunt. It's all hands on deck. But I did hear some taps.
You were missing. And we were concerned, and you ignored us.
And we walked in, and I said, Boydston nonchalantly says, I'm here, and you guys abandoned me. And I wrote, okay, I am mad. At this point, I was like, no, I am here to tell you.
We've been looking for you.
I said, we need to set this story straight. I knew you were going to be mad. I said, you were the rule follower, and you were late. And so that's fine. I don't care. I just, when they told me you went downstairs, it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
We were really worried that you were taken away by the weather balloons that were outside.
This was the day of the weather balloons.
Yes.
And I went down in the basement by myself and looked in every room down there. We were searching.
Yeah.
And so I jokingly texted her, did you get taken by the aliens in the weather balloon?
Yes. But the whole conversation is hilarious. It's very loud and pressured, and I'm going, no, I didn't go into the beaver den. No. I did not go to the beaver den first. I went to the tower. And it reminds me of that TikTok video when the guy's like, "You're going to tell me that the Wicked Witch of
Oh, I love that.
That's what I sounded like in that moment. Just intense.
And the whole time we're having this conversation, Sarah and I are standing up talking to Boydston. She's just sitting in the window seat.
Unbothered.
Yep.
So basically what we're saying is we saw your doppelganger. Or they did.
They did.
They did.
So keep in mind, I'm still in the beaver den. I leave the beaver den after Sarah and Lindsay have gone downstairs. But Sarah and Lindsay, when they met up, before they went downstairs, were told that the group saw me go downstairs.
Yes.
They're like, she just went downstairs. So that's why
I said she came out of that room and down the stairs.
That's why we didn't look in the beaver den.
That's right. I didn't go to the beaver den.
Yep. We didn't go in there looking for you because I told us you just went down, which is interesting now that you said you saw a shadow go in her room.
That's what I mean. It's all weird.
I'll take full responsibility, even though it was partially my doppelganger's fault. I chose mayhem, and I'm sorry to you and the Bukrumo.
We appreciate your apology.
Thank you.
Don't
It's
say
all good.
we never care about you because we looked everywhere
I
for
felt
you.
cared for after that.
We were very concerned. I'm sure you heard it in the recording.
Please don't make me prove that again.
I
It's
was
stressful.
sweating for running around that house.
Now I know.
Okay. Yeah, well,
That was the excitement of the night.
It was my doppelganger.
yeah. You should feel special. You got picked.
Well, isn't your doppelganger a sign that,
Death is coming.
I think only if you see it, right?
oh, yeah, you can't see your own doppelganger?
Mhm.
Okay.
She didn't see it.
I didn't.
We didn't see it.
Okay, well,
It's all the rooms. I think we got all of them.
Wyeth Tootle Part 2, and it was chaotic.
You know what, though? It didn't sound as chaotic on the recordings as we're like when I'm talking about it. Yeah,
Mhm.
I felt like that. But
Did you guys get any vibes while we were there?
No.
aside from that deja vu moment in the very beginning.
Yeah.
No, not really.
What are you guys' ratings? I don't remember your rating from the first time.
I don't remember my reading from the first time. It's hard for me to remember what evidence we had the first time.
A lot of whispering. EVPs.
Yeah, in the
The hot breath in the
yeah.
face.
yeah.
Exhales, lots of them.
Ugh.
And I think we got some EVPs from the architect room, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember. So I don't remember the number. I don't really have enough information. I am still going to say gathering information. Whether or not we go back, I don't know. But I think it's kind of interesting that we had this whole doppelganger moment.
That was
And
weird.
that tapping on the door just sounded very
Ominous.
intentional and real.
Yeah. I'll give it like a 4. I felt no vibes, but I still really like the area. I still really like the house. It's a cool place to go check out.
It is. And the group who led it, they talked very highly of the place and said that they've had great experiences there. So I think it's worth checking out.
Check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
See what your moment in time gives you.
Yeah, I think you should always go back to, if you have the opportunity to check out places several times, that's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know what you're going to get. I mean, look at Belvoir. Sometimes we get nothing. Sometimes we get amazing stuff.
Doors in the face.
That's right. Ugh,
Voices standing right there by us, disembodied.
Mhm.
exactly. So there you go. Okay. Well, thank you, Wyeth Tootle and the Bukrumo.
Thanks for having us.
Yep, we love it. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in this week to our investigation at Wyeth Tootle in St. Joe, Missouri. You can always find us at thetipsyghost.com with our socials linked from there, or send us an email at thetipsyghost@gmail.com.
Please give us a 5-star rating and a great review anywhere you listen to podcasts. We really appreciate it, and it really does help.
All right, we will catch you guys next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.